Boker Tov. Good morning, parents, family members, faculty, friends, guests, and of course, our graduates. As head of school at Beth Am Day School, I welcome you on behalf of Rachel Bayline, our outgoing school board chair, Elizabeth Biondo, the incoming school board chair, Susana Novak, our elementary school director, Dr. Lenore Kipper, Judaic Studies Director Emeritus, Carrie Altman, Admissions Director, Jen Carey, Technology and Innovation Director, Wendy Perlman, Ellen Blumenthal, Leora Vogel, and Denise Kersner, our early childhood level leaders, Senior Rabbi Jeremy Barris, Rabbi Rachel Greengrass, our Jewish Life Coordinator, Rabbi Aklepi, our elementary school celebration day coordinator, Jeff Marcus, Vice President of Education for the Temple Board, and Robert Hirsch, our Executive Director, to our commencement ceremony of the graduating class of 2019. Whether these graduating students were here for 10 years or only a few, they embody what a Beth Am Day School education is all about, and they took advantage of all we had to offer, as you heard in their own reflections. In the past, at this point in my graduation remarks, I recapped all of the educational opportunities, programs, activities, field trips, and experiences our graduates had during their time as students in our school. I think I did it to help the graduates themselves recapture those years and memories. But I also did it in order for you, our families, to really feel validated in the choice you made for your children. That is, a Jewish day school education as opposed to public school or another independent school. For many of you, that decision was a financial hardship, but you made it anyway. But I have come to the recognition that now is not the time to confirm that decision, because the decision is validated in the fact that your children are here today as fifth grade graduates of Beth Am Day School. Instead, I want to speak about your children's future and the future of education. The world has changed in just the last decade or so, actually since the time they started here, and we need to be cognizant of those changes and how it impacts on education. When schools first began in America, we were an agrarian economy, and schools knew that world. We then became an industrial economy, and a different type of educational model was put in place. Moving forward, as we broadly became a service-based professional economy, schools and subject matter shifted again. But now we are faced with the digital age, and this greatest disruptor since the invention of the printing press is shaking the ground beneath us. Preparation for this digital age and the resulting education needed is vastly different from previous models. Much is unknown, but at every educational conference I have gone to, this much I have learned. We are preparing students for jobs that do not exist yet. 1/3 of our students will self-invent their own employment. Most adults will change jobs 5 to 7 times over a lifetime, and it will not be from one law firm to another. It will be entirely different professions and roles. Robots will be everywhere. They have greater memory capacity than humans, and they follow directions much better. Which does tell us that someone will have to program all those robots. Welcome to the world of algorithms and coding. If we do not know the exact employment fields of the future, what we do know is the characteristics necessary of the employees of the future world we are already in. Future employees will need to be creative, flexible, problem solvers, critical thinkers, excellent oral and written communicators, collaborators, active listeners, and know how to access and evaluate information, because information is ubiquitous, it's free, and it's rarely scrutinized. Temple Beth Am Day School has heard the clarion call that the landscape has changed and the organization needs to shift. And indeed, we have been. We are emphasizing and reinforcing the so-called identified 21st century skills in our curriculum and our instructional practices. Even our administrators and teachers are learning to practice and model these new modes of behavior and learning. It's not easy to follow this new tenet. Life is no longer about how fast you run or how high you climb. It's about how well you bounce. I am afraid, no, I know, that those who are not able to bounce, who remain inflexible, who lack creativity and imagination, may surely get left behind. The good news is, with the guidance of their teachers and the support of you, their parents, we will forge this future together. While establishing this kind of necessary education for our students, we must not lose sight of why else we are here. It is not just about the world of employment. It is about the world of people. And in that world, we want our children to identify as Jewish. They need to know our Torah, history, culture, ritual practices, language, and support the state of Israel. Also, we want them to be good people. We want them to clothe the naked, feed the hungry, visit the sick, pursue justice, protect the environment, be industrious, have grit, honor their parents, and know when to make war and when to broker peace. Even our families of other faiths have chosen us because they too want these attributes and values for their children. As quoted from the book of Isaiah, I shall submit you as the light unto the nations. Do our students recognize dangerous and destructive situations? Do they know the difference between getting an adult involved and tattletaling? Do they know that there are 4 components to bullying and antisocial behavior? Those being the victim, the perpetrator, the adult, and the bystander. Do they know how to move from being a bystander to an upstander? Because otherwise, bullying never goes away. Have your children been taught these things? The answer is yes, through our 3-year cycled Midot curriculum and our Open Circle program. Thanks to the leadership of our Student Council, President Luke Jaffe, Vice President Juliana Kay, 5th grade representatives Helena Barkis, Ruby Brooks, and Amy Shapiro. Because of them, Tikkun Olam, Preparing the World, and Tzedakah, Righteous Giving, is intentionally practiced here. Any student may propose a Tzedakah initiative to the Student Council. Then, under the guidance of Rabbi Greengrass and Student Council Advisor Craig Mankoff, Tzedakah initiatives were reviewed, discussed, and debated by the Student Council, who then determined which proposals will become school-wide initiatives. This year, the initiatives included Tikva House, the American Red Cross, Give Miami Day, United Way of Miami-Dade, the Wounded Warrior Project, Dunks for Diabetes, Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, the Nature Conservatory of Florida, Patches Medical Daycare, the American Heart Association, and Victor Center at Nicholas Children's Hospital. We are commanded to teach our precepts diligently to our children. We recite it daily in the Shema. That is what we do here. That is what you have wisely chosen for your children. Our graduates will be those people who think, care, inspire, and lead, because Temple Beth Am Day School is an academically rich Jewish day school that is preparing students through nurturance, academic rigor, personal accountability, exploration, and high expectations to be productive and giving leaders in today's and tomorrow's world. They will be the bedrock of the future Jewish community and those contributing American citizens that we all want for our impending world. Mazel tov on this life cycle event, graduation, to the students' parents and families, and a big thank you to the early childhood and elementary school teachers who guided all of these children along their way. I want to acknowledge the graduates' 5th grade homeroom teachers, Laurel Schwartz, Heather Lipcon, Shay Polikow, and Hebrew teachers, Denise Bergman, Maya Greenberg, and Mandy Pavuk. I also extend a special thank you to the backbone of this graduation ceremony, our gifted music teacher, Jackie Burney. Simply stated, the graduating class of 2019 is an outstanding group of students. They are our hopes for the future. Their families cherish them. Their teachers are proud of them. Today, we all applaud and cheer them. I will now call Susana Novak up for a few words.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Starr. This is one of my favorite moments of the school year. It is my honor and my pleasure to be among the first to congratulate you, class of 2019, and to wish you well as you embark upon your middle school journey, and to leave you with a charge as you navigate this transition physically to other places, yet always connected to us. This is such an exciting moment for all of you. And today, we share in your joy and feel a tremendous sense of pride mixed with a little bit of sadness. Some of you have been here since you were infants, and others joined the class during the elementary school years. You have learned to be first-rate communicators, strategic thinkers, and you have explored innovating and experimenting with new ideas. You have learned and helped teach others empathy and Jewish values. And through this process, you have gained self-awareness of your individual strengths and weaknesses and of the power you exert as a collective. While doing this, through your many experiences, you have become a family, and you have formed bonds of friendship that will be with you forever, no matter where you go next. Temple Beth Am has been your home. Your reflections in this program show how much this institution has meant to you, shaped you, and taught you. And through this Siddur, which we use today for the very first time, you leave an imprint in our hearts and a guide for our spiritual well-being. The Siddur, which includes your prayers, your thoughts, your wishes, and incredible illustrations, will be the foundation for our school tefillah next year. And when we use it, we will remember you with love. We're so proud to witness your transformation. You are thinkers, doers, dreamers, and our future leaders. And as you continue on your journey, I encourage you to be guided by the idea that you can accomplish anything you want if you tackle things positively, with strong, authentic effort, harnessing your strengths and drawing upon the talents of those around you. Keep your horizons open and welcome new people and new ideas into your life. We expect wonderful things from you as you are part of our family. This is not just your school, but your spiritual home and your community as well. Over the course of this past year, we emphasized the theme of Klal Israel, as we said, Kol Israel Arevim Ze Vazeh, All Israel are responsible for one another. This cohesive principle permeates every fabric of our campus. As a class, you actively participated in giving to others, serving as mentors to your younger peers, leading us in services and programs, representing us in the community, learning midot and performing mitzvot. And as you move on, remember your roots and values and let them guide your way. Stay connected to us and to one another, and give of yourself to the world to make it a better place. Each and every one of you can make a difference for good, and I know you will. Thank you.